You are listening to the Ladyk Show. Everything in health, wealth, and the in-between. Success tips, relationships, health, wellness, entrepreneurship, business insights, leadership, current events. All these things you can find and more on the Ladyk Show.
Welcome to the Ladyk Show, and on today's show, we're talking to Moila Lee. We actually heard from her last week. She was actually on the show discussing some really interesting things, which we're going to talk about today. She was actually born in Jamaica, grew up in New York City. She believes in community service. She volunteers on a monthly basis. She's a financial analyst at a financial institution. She's responsible for budgets at a company. She has her MBA, and she's actually been in the financial field for over 10 years. Welcome to the show, Moila. We're glad to have you.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back.
Excellent. So we ended on something really interesting last week. We were talking about just how society is and how, we are a part of this system that's keeping us in this herd, for a better for a better choice of words, or a lack of choice of words that I have here. But we're herded into thinking, and something interesting you said, at the culture at your company, they mentioned that people are saying that they're living the dream. And we both know that the dream is not a response, because living the dream is what? To me, living the dream is being on a beach maybe, or, just living a completely different way. So is living the dream sitting at a cubicle all day long, like for the majority of your life, for the next 50, 60 years of your life? Because as you can see, the retirement age is way, not even on this scale anymore. So what are your thoughts about that?
I personally think that it's ridiculous, and I don't consider that living the dream at all. But unfortunately, so many of my coworkers are so proud of the fact that they have that wife, the kids, the house, the car, the job that doesn't seem to ever end, and they are holding on to that dream as if it's the only option. And I feel like they're deluding themselves. There's this one individual at my job. He just started perhaps 6 months ago. And we threw him in. It was kind of like he showed up and he had to get up to speed really quickly. And as a result, he was working until midnight, working the weekends, just trying to get up to speed and make sure that he could actually do the job without much training. His wife was actually pregnant, 6 months pregnant when he started the job. And the reason why he decided to move from that role that he was in to this one is because he wanted to make more money to support the second child that he was about to have and move into a bigger house. And that's what he did. So he now has a stay-at-home mom with 2 kids in a bigger house, but he never sees them. Is that truly the dream? Is that the life he wants to live? I want to ask him that. I mean, is that really what makes you happy, to know that, okay, fine, yes, my wife and kids at home, but whenever I show up, they're asleep, and when I leave, they're still sleeping?
And then there's more debt. Let's not forget that part. Bigger house, bigger debt, bigger cars, bigger lifestyle. So many people are living the fraud. They're just perpetrating the fraud. They're not living lives. I know a lot of people who have big successful titles as well, with the big house and the big cars and the big debt. Let's not forget the big debt part. People always leave out that part. And all to live a life which is supposedly the American dream, or just the dream for who? Who is the dream really for? If the dream is for you, right? Most of the dream should be to be debt-free and living that kind of life, but the dream is almost seems like it's for other people, because it's perception-based.
Exactly. And then it's a constant strive to get bigger and better, right? So So that car, it's a Nissan now, but it needs to be a Benz. If it's a Benz, then it needs to be, I don't know.
A Bentley.
Thank you.
A Maserati.
Like, give me a break. Like, when does it ever end? When are you ever truly satisfied and living your life for you and not to obtain material goods?
I don't even think it ever comes to a point where, I don't know what happened where materialism became the ideal for saying that you've arrived. And I think that's what it is. And where does it say, where's the fine print that say I have to stay to work until midnight to know that I'm living the dream? Is that the dream, or are you being fed, spoon-fed something else?
Exactly. And I've decided that they are not going to spoon feed me that crap. And it's like they don't know what to do with me as a result, right? Because they know that I'm not buying into their dream philosophy. And so now